name's Victoria Welton. Welcome to my vlogging series on my conception journey. Today is Tuesday the 15th of September. Yesterday I tried to record a vlog to put up today to celebrate 3 years of blogging, but I just couldn't do it. I was in a state yesterday and I looked a mess and I felt rubbish. Yesterday morning Ross and I sat down and we watched some videos from the Institute Marquez, which is one of the clinics that we're considering going to for our egg donation. I don't know whether it was that or whether it was just me feeling rubbish anyway, but after that I found the day really difficult. The video helped, don't get me wrong, and it was interesting to watch, and Ross and I had a lot to talk about afterwards. We also watched a video from a lady who actually donates eggs herself, and it was really touching. The reason she does it is because her parents took 12 years to conceive her. So she's doing it to help other people who are in a similar position. So I found that really heartwarming and quite sort of comforting, really, I guess. Then yesterday afternoon I had an email back and forth with Kate Davis. Kate is a fertility nurse that I met at the Ross and I met at the fertility show last November. She's been extremely helpful. She not only runs her own website called Your Fertility Journey, but she's also the fertility nurse and coaching nurse for Ovusense, who you may remember I've already mentioned. Now, Kate has been extremely helpful in the whole process. She's given us advice, she's explained things, and she's just been there for us when we needed to ask questions. So I wanted to make sure that before I went to the hospital this Thursday, which I'll explain in a minute, I had dotted my I's and crossed my T's and knew exactly what I was doing, and made sure that I'd done everything I possibly could to ensure that we checked me and seen that there was nothing else we could do, nothing else that's possible that meant that we would conceive naturally. So Kate mentioned an HSG test. Now when I looked into this I realised this is the fallopian tube test, where they put a dye through your tubes for it to then go into the uterus to show they're clear. I also realised that the follicle scan I had only measured the quantity and not the quality. So, and I'd already had an AMH test done, and this is because we'd found out from Kate. When I mentioned it to my GP at the end of last year after the fertility show, he didn't even know what I was talking about, and he didn't really bother. So I saw a lady doctor back in March who then referred me to the hospital. The hospital haven't mentioned these extra tests either, so yesterday afternoon I was absolutely furious. I rang the doctors because I'm going to be making a complaint about my GP, and I also rang the hospital, and I was in tears on the phone to Helen, the nurse. Now I'm going to see Helen on Thursday because I wanted a pH test done, because we didn't know how much acidity is in my womb and could be destroying any sperm. So again, I've had to find that out for myself. Thankful to Ross's parents for that one. And everything else I've had to find out for myself via other people, not through the channels that I would hoped would have helped me. So yeah, I feel, and I'm angry not because I didn't know, but because it's taken this long to find out, and time is not on our side. You know, I'm 45 in May, and I feel quite aggrieved that I'm not getting the help that we should get. I feel like Google is my only friend right now, where I'm having to look up everything all of the time, and the trouble is there's so much information that it gets quite overwhelming. So yeah, I'm a bit upset. I'm going to see what happens on Thursday when I go to the hospital to have my pH test done. The other thing I'm quite aggravated about at the moment is my cycle. According to my Ovusense machine, the line's quite flat. There's no major sort of dips and peaks and troughs going on to show that there's much activity with regards to ovulation. And I'm quite angry that I've taken the Clomid and nothing seems to be happening. But the good thing is I'm going for an acupuncture session tomorrow after work with Emma, who's been fab. I've been seeing her since May, and she's sort of helped my body realign itself. So if nothing else, it's made me feel much better. So yeah, I'm going to see what happens Thursday. I'll record another one of these at the end of the week, and then I can update you on what came about as a result of that. I don't know how soon I'll get the results from Thursday, but yeah, there we go. The other thing we're doing at the moment is carrying on looking at a couple of other clinics before we make a final decision on who we go and see. And Ross and I have agreed that the first port of call is to go and have the initial consultation, because at least then, once we've done that, we'll be in a position to say, yes, let's get on with this when we're ready and when we're happy that we've got to a point where we've tried enough, because the last couple of times that I've conceived have been this time of year, so we want to just sort of give that one last crack of the whip, as I've said before, and then it's full systems go with the egg donor. So yeah, watch this space and I'll be back soon. Thank you.